Hi guys, welcome to Travel with Austin. I'm Austin. Today we are in Seattle, Washington at the Gasworks Park. Now, as the name would suggest, this park is the site of an old gasworks, and you can actually see some of that area just ahead as I begin to walk towards it. Now, this place actually has an interesting history. In 1906, the gaswork plant was developed by the Seattle Gaslight Company, and that was in operation until 1956. Until Seattle decided that new sources of gas and energy were better. And after that, the site was left toxic and needed remediated. But what's actually interesting is that this area in 1903, 3 years before it became a gas works, was actually recommended to become a park. Well, in the 1970s, 1973 to be exact, Kite Hill, which is that hill you can see off to the left, was open to the public, and then 3 years later, in 1976, the whole park was open to the public. Now, as you can see, the main gasworks here is fenced off. There are definitely some areas where you could get through the fence if you wanted, but this park is very crowded and filled with people. But you can still walk by and enjoy the beauty of the gasworks. And you can see how nature is reclaiming it and climbing on everything here, which is just simply beautiful. Now, there used to be little tablets on the fence here that explained some of the history of the gasworks area. However, during my visit, they were all faded away and you could not read them. So as you can see, this is kind of like the main gasworks area here that is fenced in. There are no trespassing signs everywhere, and they're doing their best to fix up the fence. But I still noticed a few areas where you could definitely crawl in pretty easily. And off to the side here, you'll see we have some more freestanding structures here. And we're going to go and visit those in a moment. Okay, so here we are at some of the more freestanding structures. These are structures that are not fenced in. There's definitely a few of them scattered around the park, mostly near the entrance. Now, as you can see, there's not a lot of people around the gasworks part right now. When I went, most people were near the water, either looking at downtown Seattle, because there's a really great view from here, or watching the boats in the water. And as you can see, we're about to walk through some more freestanding structures and walk towards some more over here. Now you can also see as we walk towards this last freestanding structure, these kind of arches that are here. I really wish I knew what they had been for, but they are a pretty popular photo destination in the park, and almost always in between the little path in the middle, there is always a little bit of water flooding, and it's definitely muddy. It's just a very cool scene. Now, over here, we're actually walking towards what is kind of a pavilion building. So one part of this is kind of like a shelter house area where I believe some people were having a birthday party while I was there. And then the other side of this is filled with the equipment, and that's the side that I will be walking through. Now, I do imagine this is all equipment from the original gasworks plant. If you look off to the left for a second, where that lady was going is where the little shelter house area is. But there's also just this massive area left behind, filled with all the machines. Now, I imagine that the colors were repainted afterwards to make it more vibrant and more exciting. But you can kind of just walk through them. Very interesting stuff to walk through. And as you can see, as you get towards the end, there's less machinery. I don't know if that means that some was taken out, or if this is just actually how it was designed when it was open. And then as we walk out here for the end of the video, we get a great view of the water. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe. It really helps a lot.